Nnamdi Kanu must not die in detention. Ipob warns DSS Justice Nyako as pro-Biafra agitators health worsen. The group reiterated that Kanu had not been convicted and as such should not be tortured with the solitary cells as stipulated under Section 2 of the Anti-Torture Act of 2017, which offense attracts 25 years imprisonment upon conviction. The indigenous people of Biafra has accused Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court for conspiring with the Department of State Service to put its leader Nnamdi Kanu in a solitary confinement. The group reiterated that Kanu had not been convicted and as such should not be tortured with a solitary cell as stipulated under Section 2 of the Anti-Torture Act of 2017, which offense attracts 25 years imprisonment upon conviction. According to the group, Nyako has the judicial power to preview upon the secret police to stop violating Kanu's human rights and had decided to turn a blind eye. Ipob, however, warned that both Nyako and DSS will have themselves to blame if Kanu died in the custody of the secret police, stressing that his health was in critical condition. In a statement by the Media and Publicity Secretary of the group, Ima Powerful, on Wednesday, Ipob said, "We, the global family of the indigenous people of Biafra, hereby led by our great and indefatigable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, once again, which wish to raise alarm over the continuous detention of Kanu in solitary confinement at the State Security Service headquarters, Abuja. We have seen that the preceding judge handling this case, Honorable Justice Binta Nyako, is an accomplice to the suffering of an innocent man who committed no crime known to law in Nigeria and the world. Binta Nyako refused to ensure that DSS uplink the respect and fundamental rights of Kanu as exactly provided. We are watching her and DSS. If anything untoward happened to Kanu in DSS custody, they will regret his rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. Our leader is being held in solitary confinement for 23 hours every day. We raise the alarm again to the public to tell the board and Justice Binta Nyako is giving a blind eye to the impunity of the DSS against our leader. A judge should be fair to all, especially the accused who has not been convicted. Kanu should not be treated with brutality. A judge should be fair to all, especially the accused who has not been convicted. Kanu should not be treated with brutality simply because he is an Igbo. The fact that all orders made by the court precedence over the Justice Binta Nyako about the welfare and management of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS. The gun were all floated by the detaining authority and DSS without being reprimanded or committed for contempt by the preceding judge. Binta Nyako exposed herself to the world that she is serving the interest of Fulani and not the interest of Nigeria. This has further exposed her vulnerability and base in this matter. Solitary confinement of innocent person in a crime as stipulated under Section 2 and the Anti-Torture Act of 2017, which offense attracts 25 years imprisonment upon conviction. One will begin to wonder why should a judge be a party to the commission of the heinous crime against Nnamdi Kanu and the entire race like Biafrans. It is no longer to controversy that Nnamdi Kanu is detained in solitary confinement, where he is daily subjected to mental and emotional torture because of the belief for Biafra freedom and independence. We are calling on man and woman of good conscience and Amnesty International Human Rights Watch in society and reputable human rights organizations across the globe to preview on Nigeria government and the compromised security agency, particularly the DSS, as well as Justice Binta Nyako to release Nnamdi Kanu, whose health condition needs urgent attention. He should not be allowed to die in detention. As such, this scenario would not be in the interest of anybody. My dear listener, we've come to the end of today's news, and I think you understand what this news was actually talking about, which was actually telling us that Nnamdi Kanu must not die. This warning was from Ipob to DSS and to Justice Nyako as pro-Biafra agitators out worsen. That their leaders, the prescribed leaders of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu NMK, must not die in their detentions, and we are told that this man was actually convicted as such should not be tortured with his and cell as stipulated under this man was stipulated under section 2 in the Anti-Torture Act of 2017, which offers attract 25 years imprisonment upon conviction. And we are told this woman here, Justice Nyako, has turned a blind eyes to what is happening to the torture of of this man in the detention of DSS, which is not supposed to be so. Because actually, to my own view, mere looking at this man was actually fighting for the freedom of his people, not for his only self-interest. And Nigeria see him, or let me call Nigeria government, see him or saw him as a threat, and that's why he was detained. Actually, we all know that they arrested him illegally, which is not supposed to be so. Well, my dear listener, we've come to the end of today's news. I would like to move down to the comment section. Just take a one comment, and then I'll call it a day. Seek justice from tyrannical governments, not with your heart in your hands, but with a rifle in your first only. The Ipob can release our incorruptible leader, Onyedu Nnamdi, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through a violent resolution. Hashtag resolution now. My dear listeners, we've come to the end of today's news. Please do drop by the comment section. Let's see what your views are about today's news.
Thank you very much.